What's going on, YouTubers? My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the Natural Born Driller. And welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from, I believe, it was August 23rd, 2018. Your commentators were Josh Matthews and Don Collins, and they were in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And this was the Impact Wrestling Go Home show when it comes to Impact ReDefined 2018. Now, by the time of this recording, the show Impact ReDefined 2018 already happened. If you didn't see my live stream when it comes to me doing the preview of it, check it out whenever you can. And basically, I also explain why I didn't get a chance to do this review. Which was, this episode was from last week. But with that being said, let's get right into it. So we get to Eddie Edwards coming out there to call out Austin Aries and Killer Kross. So they come out, and at one point Eddie Edwards gets the best of them because he had the candlestick, and then he loses on a 2-on-1 situation there. And then all of a sudden Moose comes out. Basically, Moose returns after being away for 2-3 weeks, I believe, since Slammiversary. After that concussion he suffered, what they said, by the way, that he suffered against Austin Aries from that event. So yeah, Moose is back, and he's here. He's there to save his friend Eddie Edwards, and this will lead to for that match for ReDefined 2018. Let's get to Matt Sydal versus some guy named Zachary Wins, and I thought this guy was pretty good. He's an indie darling. That's what Josh Matthews said. He's an indie darling, and he was wrestling pretty good in the match. Unfortunately, he didn't win. Which is fine. We need Matt Sydal to win anyways, because Matt Sydal is channeling his old third eye thing. And he's a new man ever since losing his Impact Expedition Championship. So, there you go. He's basically he's trying to find his ways of enlightenment, to say the least. Then we get to Fallout Trash and KM with his new ring attire, basically looking like Fallout Bot. When it comes to what he was wearing. And they go up against the Desi Hit Squad. And you had the great Gama Singh there at ringside. I feel bad for the Desi Hit Squad. And the reason why I say that is because they lost. Yes, that's right. Fallout Trash and KM, for the first time as a tag team, after losing for a long ass time, finally wins. And against of all people to beat in the tag team, against the Desi Hit Squad. The team I just started getting into this year. Fucking bullshit. Then we get to this ridiculous backstage segment that makes even matters worse. With Katarina, Joe Hendry talking to Grado about they're not blaming Grado for Joe Hendry's loss and whatever. I'm like, fuck this segment. Fuck this storyline. It's fucking trash. And Grado's looking pathetic and everything. And then we get the music hitting of Scarlett Bordeaux coming out, because it's time for the smoke show. And I say to myself, wait a minute, so Grado is the new guest for the smoke show? And all of a sudden he's crying because Katarina and Joe Hendry are mad at him, upset at him. And she was all annoyed, and I was annoyed too. I feel so stupid and annoyed watching that segment. And then all of a sudden, she wants to help to find to get himself more comfortable, right? So what does she do to get himself more comfortable? So they have a pole, and Grado starts dancing on a pole. Stripping on the like, this was trash, and I skipped it because I thank God I didn't watch it live because if I was watching it live I would have fucking changed the channel. I would have literally changed the channel after that. And then Scarlet Bordeaux starts storming away angrily. Impact Wrestling, whatever. Wrestling hour number 1, 2 matches. Now let's get to hour number 2. Hour number 2 will feature Kiera Hogan being accompanied by Allie. Yeah, because Kiera Hogan needs Allie to be there, and also to guide her because Allie's been there in Impact Wrestling longer than Kiera Hogan and blah blah blah, right? But we had Kiera Hogan go up against Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards was fucking trash in this match. She was sloppy. She called out a spot in the match where she went for a move on Kiera Hogan, and she literally yelled out the words "kick out." She's calling the spot to Kiera Hogan very loudly, saying "kick out," and then Kiera Hogan kicks out, and I say to myself, "Holy shit, what the fuck are you doing, Alicia Edwards?" Holy shit, that was fucking terrible. Yeah, Alicia Edwards, trash. And thank God, Kiera Hogan won the match. I feel bad for Kiera Hogan, by the way, that she had to be in the match against Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards may have had an off night, but she chose the wrong night to have an off night against Kiera Hogan. And to make matters worse, after Kiera Hogan won, also in the alley gets in the ring, says congratulations to her and all that, and she didn't want to rain on her parade, but she wants to talk about something. So now it's all about Allie. It's not basically what Allie just did here. She pulled a Kanye West on Kiera Hogan. Kiera Hogan became Taylor Swift, and Allie became Kanye West. She's like, congratulations. I'm gonna let you finish your victory, but I gotta say something. And basically, she's challenging Su Yung and also challenging Tessa Blanchard in the 3-way match for the Knockouts Championship. And basically, when Kiera Hogan, when Ali said to that to Kiera Hogan's like, no, that's fine, you can talk. Like, really? It's supposed to be your moment. And by the way, finally Kiera Hogan won a match. For God knows how long she has won the match. What the fuck, Impact? And no, I'm not gonna count her winning against Tessa Blanchard by disqualification her a win. Just the way they did it was fucking trash. Yeah, how long she hasn't won a match on Impact Wrestling? And then finally she won. And against of all people, Alicia Edwards. Yeah, I'll get fuck you, Impact. Treat her the right way. Book her the right way. So that was that. Oh yeah, we get a video vignette of Kong attacking Johnny Impact somewhere. I don't know where they were at. Outside at a pool, and then Impact sends him into the pool. Moving on. Rich Swann gets interviewed by Alicia. Yeah, I think that's how I pronounce her name. Alicia Adult. I'm sorry, I was just distracted. But anyways, Rich Swann was being interviewed. Basically, they were interviewed outside, walking around, like they were on a date, whatever. So, basically, Rich Swann talks about how he's excited to be in Impact Wrestling. He loves, he's talking about how Impact Wrestling is getting a big name and all that, and getting his attention and all that. And then he talks about how he wants to, he's looking forward to take on Petey Williams and all that. So, and that was that. We get Nicole Lee. They were being interviewed, they interrupted Eli Drake while Eli Drake was on his phone, and then Eli Drake had a look on his face, like he had that confused look on his face. The way he had his eyes all bugged out, the way he looking at Nicole Lee, Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, like who you guys, talking to and all that, and it was funny. All of a sudden, this led to the Cole Lee going up against these two guys that came out out of nowhere. And Eli Drake said, how about you two guys have a match against these two guys and all that, right? And they did it, and they had a match. And Eli Drake was on commentary, and they had this match. I said, okay, so the Cole Lee's gonna win this one, right? So here's what happened. I don't know. And by the way, I don't know who these two tag teams are. I have no idea who they are. But they win. Not only they win, but they, you know how Caleb Conley always jobs every time. Well, this jobber, Caleb Conley, lose to these nobody jobbers. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I didn't know who these guys are. I don't remember if they mentioned their names or whatever, but they won. And Eli Drake was ripping them apart. Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, the Cole Lee, ripping them apart from losing to a bunch of jobbers, or Eli Drake's ways, a bunch of dummies. And that was that. That was the match. And that was a segment too. Oh, and also we get to the segment, which by the way they should have ended the show with this segment instead, based on what they did here. So here's what happened. So we get LAX celebrating basically celebrating that with their boys, and they have a 10-year-old kid there. I think his name is Richie. And basically LAX is celebrating all that, and also we see the OGs driving in their car, and they see the LAX hanging out with the boys and all that on the streets. So they basically just go to hit and run, right? And they all got away except for little Richie. So a little boy gets run over. I'm not kidding you, folks. This literally happened. A little boy gets run over. Now, did this scene here where the boy looked like he was dead? But it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe he's, I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if he's after what happened with him, he maybe was put in a coma or whatever. Maybe the kid is alright. Some people are assuming because they're watching it that the kid died. I don't know if that's what they're trying to sell us for that one, but I don't know. We're waiting to see with that one. But I think they should end with that segment, with this show, with that segment instead of this main event match. I mean, you still could end this match with at the end of the show, but they should have saved that segment for the last to actually end the show. Like how they do with Madison Rain being scared and being in this illusional place by the power by the spell of Su Yung. And they couldn't do it for this one, really. But anyways, so we get to the commentators. Josh Matthews says it's unfortunate what happened to this kid, but the show must go on. And then Don Collins says something about how's this we gotta do something with this rivalry because this kid ended up being killed because of this rivalry. And then they go to the cards of what's going to happen for Impact Redefined 2018. Huh? Like I said, they could just say this segment for last. That was dumb. Holy shit. But anyways, whatever. It's done. What's done is done. Now we get to the main event match, the Mexican death match between Sami Callihan versus Pentagon Jr. Match itself was pretty good. They had piñatas, they had staple gun, I think they had thumbtacks if I'm not mistaken, and they had steel chairs involved, a candlestick involved. I think, and what comes to Sami Callihan, he had a baseball bat involved. And I guess they had piñatas and all that. I remember those thumbtacks on the piñata, but I forgot what else was in the piñata. But still, match itself, it was somewhat entertaining, and then also ended up being very good. And then in the end, Sami Callihan wins the match by putting Pentagon Jr. For a power driver off the second rope. It shows how Mick Foley does on the power driver by pulling the tights and then drops them down. but do a table too. And yeah, Sami Callihan wins the match, and that's how the show ends. Again, I wish they could have ended the show with that scene where LAX and the OGs with the whole this whole Lou Richie kid getting run over by the OGs. This whole hit and run thing. That's how they should have ended it. But instead, that's the way they ended it. Total amount wrestling for hour number 2. I think it was 2 matches. Oh no, I'm sorry, not 2, 3 matches. My apologies, 3 matches. And overall, match that happened on for Impact Wrestling for August 3rd, 2018 for the Go Home Show edition for Impact Redefined. 5 matches. My overall rating for the show, there were a couple of stupid stuff on the show here. I was thinking about giving it a 7 out of 10 if there wasn't any stupid stuff on the show. Or at least I could at least give it an 8 out of 10, but no, I can't. I gotta give it a 6 out of 10. But it's still a good show. I still enjoy the show for what it was, but just 6 out of 10. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna wrap up from here. So yeah, thanks for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., Natural Born Driller. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, please subscribe and take a shot with the Natural Born Driller. If you enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the review, give it a thumbs down. Choice is yours and yours alone. Porque yo soy Roberto Serrano Jr. Es zero miedo. Just kidding. But yeah, there you go. Y'all take care. Have a good night. Peace on the streets. Talk to y'all soon. But for now, I'm out.